All right, here we are at Fires Creek Picnic Area. Good morning. Today, we're back on the trail. It's a little bit of a different adventure. I'm gonna do the Fires Creek Rim Trail, or at least part of it. It's summertime, and everything that I read says the trail is overgrown in spots. So I've been talking with the local that has helped me figure out a path to go on that can avoid some of the brush. Be mostly on the rim trail and then come down on one of the ridge trails. Also, I've been training for an ultra, first ultra, and today the plan is to try to run where I can this and do it all in one day. It'll be about 25 miles, give or take, and a lot of elevation gain to start. This is a wild and remote area. If I look at Strava, at the heat map, there are very few lines here, so I have a feeling I might be the only one out here today, or at least I may not see anyone else. For this, I have a different setup. Normally with hiking, I have my backpack, but I have my hydration vest, and I don't know if you can see, got a bunch of stuff packed in there. First stop was, our path is crossing this bridge over the river, which is pretty cool. And I think we go up to Leatherwood Falls. Okay, made a mistake there. I think I gotta take the road out of the picnic area since I'm doing the trail in reverse and not do this trail. I think this is what we want. And the ascent begins. Cool. I missed the trail, ended up having to climb up some of that. This looks like an old roadbed, but I think the trail is a little up there, and just my mistake. A little bit of bushwhacking, but found the trail. That was entertaining. Legs are warmed up, so let's start making some forward progress. We came up that hill. There's an old trail there. It got rerouted. You can still see it on Gaia, but this is the way to go. Follow the blue blaze, and we will keep going up for the next, I don't know, several miles. All right, we get to run a little bit. Feels nice to have a little bit of downhill after a good half mile or so of pretty steep uphill. Ah, dang, cobwebs. Ah! All right, this is one steep downhill. Oh man, it's almost too steep to run down, but we're gonna try. Oh, these are prickly bushes. Bristol Cabin Trail. We're gonna go this way to stay on the rim. trail's been mostly clear, but here's an area where it's starting to grow in a little bit. There's a nice section in between a few of the peaks. We're able to move a little bit faster. This is more like it. Pretty steep up hills. What do we have here? I don't need water right now, but sounds like there's normally a water source down there. We instead are going to go up some more. So far so good. About 5 miles in. I thought it was going to be just up the whole way for the first part, but there's been a few downhills and some relatively flat ridges every now and then to rest the legs. So 20 to go and making our way to the higher elevations. Hopefully when we get halfway, it'll be a little bit easier and can move faster on the way down. Almost 6.5 miles in and still going up. I think so far I'm at a little over 3,200 feet of ascent. It's opened up a bit out here. You can see. That's where I came from, down there, and still going up here. Ever since the last knob, it's been a little bit more overgrown. The overgrowth is not too bad. It's just there's a lot of prickly bushes, briars or something, and I'm gonna have a bunch of little scrapes on my legs and a few of my arms. Little Fires Creek Trail. Nope, we're still going up. We are at Overgrowth Spring Trail. Made it to the intersection with the Chunky Gal Trail. So that's the Chunky Gal Trail there. So that goes off of the rim trail. Duh, obviously you got the rim trail there. Let's see, almost 10 miles in, so not quite halfway, but I think this is around the highest elevation we'll do. So hopefully get more downhills and maybe pick up the pace a little bit. Whew. Not a whole lot of views so far, and not anyone else on the trail either. So it's pretty nice and peaceful. All right, it's a tad bit overgrown here. Fortunately, it opens up occasionally so you can tell there's a trail. Or even better, sometimes there's blue blazes. So back there at the intersection with the Chunky Gal Trail, I made the comment about being, I think, near the highest point and hoping it's downhill. Shouldn't have said that, because after I stopped recording and turned the corner, then I proceeded to go uphill for quite a ways. one of the tough parts about the growth is you can't see the rocks below, but also, I don't know if you can see right here, that's a drop off. So you're just kind of guessing in a way, but also looking ahead to see if there's a clearing. Wow. And sometimes you get the briars. You can see up there's a clearing, so I know I'm going the right way. Ha! I wore shorts and a t-shirt because I didn't think I'd hit too much of this. All right, this is a little confusing, or it was. There's the shin bone trail. Kind of see the sign back there. I've already passed it. And I saw this rim trail sign. And then there's this old road cap trail. So you'd think I don't go this way, but then what threw me off was there's a blue blaze there. So fortunately I didn't go too far that way. I looked at Gaia. This wasn't as obvious right here, but then I noticed there's a blue blaze on that tree. So I don't know why that blue blaze is over there, but I would have been going the wrong way. And this is overgrown. This is where you step gingerly because you don't know what's underneath. In researching this trail, I heard there's an area where there may not be a lot of brush because there was a fire. I'm wondering if this is it, because you can tell it's a lot clearer on the sides. In fact, back there was a whole wide area that was clear. Yeah, you can see the black here. Makes it even hard to see the trail at some point, but there's a corridor and there's a blue blaze. Nice. Check this out. So there's a pretty steep ledge just to my left here, and you'll see a little bit as I get closer, but I'm having a tiptoe. You see that? When the brush covers it, can't run on that. So if this is not overgrown, I hate to see what the overgrown part looks like, because this is pretty challenging. Whoa. See. All right. Man. All right. Huh. What's under the brush? Rocks, roots, ledges. One thing I was going to say was there's briars. When they're up high, they're not so bad. But when they're down low, especially if I'm kind of jogging, it's like razor wire cutting my ankles. Right, I'm not really sure which way the trail goes. I think it's straight there, kind of the left of that tall tree. Trying to eat, walk, find the trail, not fall. Fun times. Well, I was hoping to have a pretty quick go at this. I knew the first half, or at least the ascent, was going to be very slow. I could pick it up on this side, but man, this side is so much more overgrown. And I'm not able to pick it up. And I'm thinking this is the trail. I'm just kind of following kind of a depression, but it's hard to say. Yeah. Might have to pull out old Gaia and see where I am. I think this is right. Kind of opens up as a kind of a in between the trees. It's just overgrown. I think we're good. All right. It'd be nice to get back to running again, though. This is this is challenging. All right, this is Sassafras Trail, and I think there's water down here, so we're gonna check it out. We'll come back up and finish there in just a little bit. Let's see which way. All right, we're taking the Sassafras Trail, and there's a blue marker, and I see some blue paint down there. And earlier I said I was confused. I'm guessing they just used blue marker for all the trails. I assumed it was the rim trail, and that's why I almost took that other one back there. I'd say it's good to know, but it might be nice if each trail had a different color so you wouldn't have to worry about it. Man, we're going down quite a bit. I hope there's water. I started coming down the Sassafras Trail and looking for water, and it's pretty steep, and I realized after going down for a ways, I don't know how close the water is, but I think I'm gonna just take my chances. Maybe I'll be all right. I just hope it clears up on that ridge. It'd be nice if the ridge trail on this side was like the ridge trail on the other side. Now that I got the downhill. Very peaceful and quiet out here. All right, it's gotten better for the moment, but it looks like another burn area. I guess where it hasn't burned, it still grows. But at least it's open for a while. I'll take it. Time's not good today, but it's been an adventure, I'll say. It's been actually pretty fun too. I'm just feeling the pressure to get back from my pickup. They're gonna be done way before I am. I'm doing a bike ride and really don't wanna make anyone wait. I changed my mind. I said earlier this trail was pretty fun, and for the original beginning it was, but this bushwhacking is for the birds. Here, look. I mean, it's hard to tell where the trail is. I came from that way, and this is what I'm looking at. I have an idea where the trail is, but my feet are hurting. Not my feet. My shins are hurting. I can't see where I'm stepping, so I can't run. I hate that all this downhill is covered. This is supposed to be a practice trail run, and all these, whether they have the thorny or the pickers on them or not, my shins are raw now from all the pickers, and wow, there's one with it, and it just hurts. If I hit a stick or something, it rubs on it. I imagine this trail is pretty nice when it's not covered like this, but it's really hard to tell where you're going and slows you way down. So look, there's the trail. The other thing is you're just kind of walking through, hoping that whatever was there heard you. Sometimes I kind of whack with my things here. Just a lot of trust. These yellow flowers are cool. All right, and then sometimes you get this. But on top of all that, I got a time crunch and it's putting a lot of pressure on me, so I don't like having to rush. Everything I read about the trail said it does get overgrown. I was just, I guess, hopeful that the part I'm intending to cut out is the only part that's overgrown. Well, in case you were wondering, the trails are still overgrown. And yes, these all have the stickers on them. See if I can see them. My shins are like red, and I'm getting to the point where I don't even feel the pain anymore. I don't know if I'm going into David Goggins mode and embracing it, but this just sucks. Say that if this was not covered with brush, this would be a pretty good run. Because after I came around near the Chunky Gal Trail, it's been, at least this direction, it's been downhill without too much uphill, so it would have been nice. I could have had this. Now that would have been nice. I do get little segments like this, but then it goes back to brush or overgrown like this. Ow. Ow. These are really cool. I don't think I've ever seen these before, or if I have, not in these multicolors. Kind of all over. All right. We get a break from the overgrowth. This is kind of nice. Maybe we'll get lucky and get an extended section of this. And on top of that, we get to run. Back to brush. Man, and it's still painful. I was looking forward to this rim trail, and now I'm looking forward to getting off of the rim trail. I'll come back another time when it's not as bad. Still overgrown. At least I can tell where the trail is on this one. Is that open trail without freaking briars? May not last long, but I'll take it. All right, let's go. I like the things with the little flowers on top because they don't have the pickers. All of this is just torture on the legs. Good news, we got some open trail for the last 1/10 of a mile. Bad news, it's uphill. I want this on the downhill or flat. I guess it's better than not having open trail at all. All right, this is better. All right, I was running, didn't even see this guy and jumped over him. Holy smokes. He didn't do anything. Freaking rattlesnake. Oh man, I got lucky. Now he's not happy. All right, I'm gonna let him be. He was nice not to bite me. So we made it at the turn, to the turn at Big Stamp. And there's this road that goes down to the horse camp, or go somewhere, eventually the horse camp. But we're gonna take the ridge trail. This should hopefully be a good downhill to the horse camp, and then from there we'll take the road on the way out. So now we're on the ridge trail, and it's had trail maintenance. It's obvious. There are some areas I've passed that looks like it had some overgrowth, but it's all been cut. So it should be pretty nice on the way back until it gets too steep. There's a bear. There's a bear out there. Hey bear! Hey bear! Oh, babies, fuck. Oh. That was pretty cool seeing a bear. I did not want to get in between them though. I didn't want to get closer. A picture would have been cool, but I'm not going to be crazy. I think they ran off. I don't see them anywhere, but I'm also hesitant to run and run upon them. I think we're just going to keep going and assume they went down the hill. So far, this trail's not too steep, which is nice. Now it's getting steep. The quads are burning. I don't know that I want to run down this steep anymore. A little bit of clearing. You can see the ridges, I think, that I hiked on this morning. But now we're going down. That's pretty steep. This last segment is no switchbacks. I know they did trail maintenance on this trail. It looks like this part grows up a little bit more quickly. I think this is the end of the ridge trail, and there must be the horse camp. Yep. Came down the ridge trail and I'm at the campground. I decided to pop over here to fill up my water at the stream. I didn't see any water faucets, and I had my filter, so why not? This is pretty cool. Just leaving the horse camp and walking on the forest road to back to the picnic area. And I'm walking, not hiking, because several reasons. I came out to do a run power hike where I would hike up hills and then run anything I could, which would be flat or down hills, and that didn't work out due to the overgrowth. Another reason was coming down on the ridge trail. It was extremely steep at the end, and my quads are burning. So I made it to 20 miles and just decided that's enough for that, and I'm just going to walk back to the picnic area where I started. So some of the positives from today were, number one, I got to do a new trail. That's always cool. I didn't do the whole thing. It's enough to make me want to come back at a different time, probably winter, and do this. It's only 25 miles, so if I get a later start, could do a one-night trip, or maybe do some side trails. I don't know, but one day maybe. So many trails, too little time. I Saw some animals that were really cool. 3 major ones. I saw a turtle. Little guy was in the trail and he wasn't going to budge, so I went around. And then I saw the rattlesnake. I've only seen one before. This was crazy because I was running and I saw it just as I'm coming up on it, and all I could do was just jump. I jumped over it and it didn't even move. I don't know if it was giving me a free pass, if it was sleeping, whatever, but man, that was cool. And then saw 3 bears. What was interesting about that was, before getting on the ridge trail, I was talking to the family on the horses, and the guy was telling me about how their bears, they've been seen at the campground. He asked if I had seen any bears, and I said no. When, lo and behold, I'm on the trail and I see it. So 3 animals, new trail. It was tough. I don't know the total elevation. I want to say probably around 7,000 feet. I'll look at my watch when I'm done later and correct this, but I do recommend, if anyone wants to hike this trail, to heed the warnings. Come anytime but summer. I do think it would be a cool backpacking trail, so don't hesitate to come. Just avoid the season where there's growth. All right, cool. That's it. I'm gonna walk back to the picnic area and then call this a day. One thing I wanted to show is how scratched up my legs got from all the briars. Down here is the worst. I don't know if you can see, it's not just the scratches, but it's red. Like everything here is just sensitive. Just hurts. It's like sandpaper. So yeah, wear pants. There you go. This is the morning after. Yeah, so avoid the rim trail during the summertime. Got it?